from 10 to 2. Be one of the first 50 customers and score a free phone case valued up to $40. Enjoy pro baseball ticket giveaways plus food, drinks, and a chance to meet the team. Verizon Wireless Zone Ramsey. See you there.
Here's to experiencing it all this summer in Wisconsin. Every deliciously cheesy, rockin', magical, fireworks-filled, festival-loving moment. There's Cheese Curd Fest in Ellsworth, Strawberry Fest in Cedarburg, Festival of the Arts in Stevens Point, and the Renaissance Fair in Bristol, Honor the Earth Powwow in Hayward, Mile of Music in Appleton, Venetian Fest, Bratfest, Summerfest. So many fests for your whole crew. Find them all at travelwisconsin.com.
There's nothing out there close to live.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
We have delays on Highway 10 eastbound from Central to 35W, Highway 169 slow northbound from Highway 101 to Pioneer Trail, Crosstown slow eastbound Gleason to Highway 100, 394 heavy eastbound from Penn to 94, 494 slow westbound 35W to France. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Gens Ryan Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. What's it cost to replace your furnace or AC? Gens Ryan will tell you and pay you $50 just for getting a quote. It's that simple. Book today at gensryan.com.
I love those guys.
Now streaming on iHeart TikTok Radio.
We're bringing your For You page to the radio, like making your life easier in Hacks on the 20s.
If I have junk food in the house, I'm going to hide it in a place that is so hard to get to.
Plus, playing the trending songs across TikTok and iHeartRadio.
Right through the tracks.
And hang with us on your new favorite radio station.
I'm more besties now. We got to be locked in.
Leave it to TikTok to influence me. Hear it all and more streaming now. Just search for TikTok Radio on your iHeart app, make it a preset, and stay connected all day.
Want to watch the Dave Ryan Show on your TV? Check out our live stream on YouTube. Search Dave Ryan TV.
We are back 1 hour, commercial free. We have Demi Lovato floor tickets. These are great tickets. They're on the floor. That means they're closer than most other seats, and they're on the floor. So we'll get those for you in just a second. Birthday shout out to Amy, 39 years old today, from your daughter, Jalen. Thanks for listening to the show. So Demi Lovato tickets. Now, don't call yet. You have to listen to this story first. Bailey's going to tell you a story with some weird details in it. Mm-hmm. You have to listen closely. Focus all your attention on the radio. Listen closely. Bailey will tell you a story. Then you'll call and answer one question about the story. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and tell us the story. Don't call yet, because you're calling, you won't be listening. So we'll give you a chance to call after the story.
All right. It's a rainy day here in beautiful Shakopee, Minnesota. You can't wait to put on your yellow rain jacket and purple galoshes and get out there and jump in some puddles. On your way out the door, your dog, Sandy, barks 3 times. Well, I guess you can bring her along. You grab her leash, 2 poop bags, and a duck umbrella and head outside. It's a nice spring rain, 55 degrees, nothing you can't handle, until crash, bang, the sound of thunder, and you see lightning. A Tesla zooms past you, kicking up a puddle. Oh, man. You head back home and make sure to dry off the dog as best you can before letting her inside. Thank God you have these old towels in the garage. Before going in yourself, you turn and see a beautiful rainbow and the sun peeking through the clouds. Spring truly has sprung. Wow. That's your story.
So we will ask you one question about that story. So call now, 651-989-KDWB. Get one question right. I know you listen because you want to win the floor tickets for the show on Saturday night. But did you listen closely enough?
I didn't.
Do you know all the didn't you listen?
No, I did, but then I got distracted for 2 seconds, and then I was like, wait, I think I just missed 5 important details.
It's easy to do, yeah. So you had to have heard the story to win. Call now, and there's a little bit of a delay on the iHeartRadio app, so we'll give you a second to call and get through at 651-989-KDWB.
Can you give us a practice question, Bailey?
Yeah, where do you live?
I
know that.
Yep.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Shakopee.
There you go.
Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
That one was easy.
Okay.
But the next one
might be a little tougher. And then right after this, a big announcement about KDWB that we want to let you know about and share with you, because it's kind of a weird one, kind of a hard one. So we'll cover that coming up in a few minutes. Vaunt is going through the phones right now.
Yeah.
And it'll take him a minute. And Vaunt is now, his phone just came unplugged. Oh, you have somebody on the phone?
Yes, Cammy's on the phone.
Hey, Cammy. Cammy. Hi, Cammy.
Hi.
Cammie, are you ready for your question?
I am.
Okay, Bailey.
All right, Cammie. What color were your galoshes?
Purple.
Yes! Woo! Very good, Cammie. You're going to the show. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Where are you calling from, Cammie?
White Bear Lake.
What was the dog's name in the story?
Sandy.
Sandy
Yes, correct.
is correct.
Don't give away all the questions because we're going to
Dave.
do it again next hour.
With the same, okay. Well, I was excited because I listened closely. All right, good job, Cammie. Hold on one second. We'll have more tickets for you coming up later next hour at about 8:20. And then again tomorrow morning, not front row, you wish, floor tickets.
Yes.
Okay.
Floor.
Hold on one second, Cammie. We have a bit of an announcement to make here. I'm a little bit nervous. So KDWB has been around for a long, long, long time. And things change and people come and people go. You know, people have been here for a while and they go and people come and go and then things change and that type of thing. So I just had to make an announcement. And this is hard for all of us, but, you know, change is afoot here on KDWB. And, wow. The company has actually agreed to sell our signal, the KDWB signal, the mighty 100,000 watt flamethrower signal. They've sold it. So it won't be like, you know, us and music anymore. They've sold it to, get a little choked up. They've sold it to the Minnesota State Highway Patrol. So starting now, unfortunately, you'll no longer hear War of the Roses, Sabrina Carpenter, and Taylor Swift. It has been sold to be the signal for the Minnesota State Highway Patrol. And it starts right now. Matter of fact, I'm running a little bit late. So after all these years, shutting it down and turning it over to the Minnesota State Highway Patrol.
Confirm, go ahead. That's 2. I have a tire trailer number 3 southbound south of Del Amo. 8120.
120 on 98 and 208 Tom requested that I run him a traffic break real quick, so I'm going to do that now and then I'll be on that side of you after.
8120, copy here, 1098. You're out to run a traffic break for 28 Tom and then you'll handle that 82 is
1125, eastbound 60, just west of Downey. For a silver SUV, stalled in the number 2, appears to possibly be 1124.
Eighty-one 98, you're not to 1182.
Dave, do you think this is funny?
Shh, what?
David.
Copy, no walk south of 397.
Dave,
What?
do you think this is funny?
It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's
You
pretty
think
funny.
this is about as dumb as the time you pretended there was a bowling alley downstairs?
It's pretty funny.
I don't know.
A lot of people bought it, though, that we sold it to the State Highway Patrol.
Remember when you were in school and everyone called you a little ish?
Yeah.
I think this is why, Dave.
What?
I think this is why.
It's a funny bit that we had sold the signal. You believed it, Jenny. Jenny believed it.
Oh, please.
Jenny was like, oh, no.
Jenny, police.
Sold the signal.
Police.
Minnesota State Highway Patrol.
Going 98 from your stop. On your way to that 25 eastbound west of 20, I have one westbound east of 4.
That's a good bit.
I know.
You fell for it, Jenny.
People over text think this is also dumb.
That's not dumb. It's a funny bit.
Did you think of this like in the middle of the night? Like you woke up and wrote it down?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Well, I didn't write it down. I just remembered because it's such a good idea for a bit.
You remembered this out of everything?
Yeah.
You remembered this?
It's a good bit.
Is it? Is it, Dave?
It's just a little prank on you.
Yeah. What
First,
did they?
first text coming in.
Yeah.
This is really dumb. Another one. This one, way too long.
Way too long.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't long enough.
I'm really actually going to sit through this, LOL. This is a joke, right?
Someone does text in saying, I like the new format. Oh,
well, you'd be able to listen to State Highway Patrol calls.
I mean, could I really understand what they were saying? No. Would I have listened to it for more than 30 more seconds? Also, no. No, I wouldn't have.
Somebody says, worst bit ever. Are you
Worst
ready?
bit ever?
Are you ready out of material? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
we are
we
tapped.
are.
We are tapped out.
You know what people
We are
do
running
say?
out.
This is Dave's bit, but he talks ish when Bernie calls. Interesting. You know who we should sell the signal to?
Who?
Bernie. We should sell it to Bernie. Interesting. Some people say millennials are so upset right now. Lucky it's a joke.
It was pretty funny.
Shelby says she was almost crying.
The look on Jenny's face.
This all right. This somebody else says this is stupid. Was there an actual announcement though, Dave?
Yeah.
That was the announcement.
That was the announcement, yeah.
So you had so many people walking into work late for that?
Mhm.
For that,
This is
David,
a harmless little prank.
somebody is going to get fired today because they were late again because of that.
You should know better than to trust anything that I say. You should have seen
See,
the look
you
on
can't
Jenny's
do
face.
a little cry wolf moment. Like, never trust me.
Oh, wait. What? Wait.
Oh.
No, it's time to do Dave's Dirt. Let's do it on KDWB. Here we go. Let's get started.
The Dave Ryan Show. 101.3 KDWB.
All right, on Dirt, we are going to get into the fact that gossip guy Rob Shooter is hearing that season 4 of The White Lotus has so many troubles going on. Helena Carter abruptly left, apparently, at the set in France over creative differences, and she claimed that the script is a mess. The scripts just aren't very good. I refuse to hear it. Mike White is a genius. And I say that only based off of seeing him on Survivor, because I'm a huge fan of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not going to listen to this woman that I don't know a lot about, except for that she plays really creepy roles like Alice in Wonderland. But we'll see. I mean, it's got us talking about the new season, and it'll make us watch it because now we're going to want to see if it really is a mess.
Jessica Biel is fed up with Justin Timberlake, who hasn't improved his behavior since his 2024 DUI arrest. He's in the doghouse again over an unexpected trip last week to a Vegas golf tournament. He appeared to be intoxicated at the end of the final round of that golf tournament. And Jessica Biel said so much on her social media on his last birthday, saying another year growing and evolving and sometimes devolving with you.
Ooh, ouch.
Another year laughing about it all. So we're hearing that she's given him an ultimatum about getting his act together, and that if he messes up again, there's not much more she can take. Well,
was it really that bad, though, that he went to a golf tournament and had a few drinks?
I think it's the matter that he is already on the hook for a DUI.
Yeah.
He has been caught like out doing things that probably he does when he's drinking, like holding hands with some random girl that he works with on set, from a set or something. I think that's where it all comes to head of like, stop drinking.
Lizzo celebrated her 38th birthday yesterday by announcing her next album. It comes out June 5th, and the title is simply B Word. The cover is a close-up of her hand flipping the bird, but instead of the middle finger, it is a small image of herself. It's kind of weird. She says the album is about reclaiming the B word. She says it's taking a label once used to diminish women and turning it into a declaration of confidence and unapologetic self-love. So many incredible women in music have used the word positively, like Meredith Brooks, because she did that song B Word 30 years ago. And Missy Elliott, it has become my favorite word when using it on my own terms, and because I am 100% that B word.
Nice.
Shakira is headlining the 2026 Todo Mundo no Rio. And unfortunately, though, a crew member died when assembling the stage for the concert this Saturday in Copacabana. It basically crushed the person. It's really sad. First responders provided initial care at the scene, but the fire department was immediately called to transport the patient. And unfortunately, the professional passed away at the hospital. So that's not a great start to that for Shakira. That's very sad.
Jenny, another call for you to do OnlyFans.
Okay,
I
now
still
what?
think you should, because Shannon Elizabeth, she was in American Pie back in the day. She just joined OnlyFans, and she launched an account literally on April 15th. So she hasn't even had it for 2 weeks. And her first week receipts from 24 posts, which is still, that's a lot. Wow. Exceeded $1 million. So she's had it for 2 weeks and she's made $1 million.
Yeah, but she's famous.
Yeah, so are you. So source said that Shannon Elizabeth is really making a name for herself on OnlyFans, and she's earned more than 7 figures, and her account does not feature full nudity. So
that's huge, though. 7 figures in what, a month?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
She just got it on the 15th.
Here's the thing is, like, I think about it every once in a while. I still think, like, oh, maybe I should do it.
Yeah.
Like, somehow. Because my original thought was, like, I would do jump roping.
Right.
That was what I was thinking I would do. But the thing is like, I think I would do it where if I start making the big bucks, I make the big bucks and then I'm smart with it. I invest my money and then I quit.
Yeah.
But will I get addicted to the big bucks?
Well, I'll be your
golden
first
handcuffs
subscriber
of OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bailey will be my first one.
Yeah.
I've barely hit publish on my account.
And I'll be like,
Bailey
subscribe.
Apparently, Madonna is doing something to promote Confessions on the Dance Floor Part 2. She partnered with Grindr and put out this little snippet on Instagram.
Hi, Grindr. It's Mother. I made an exclusive vinyl of my new album just for you. Are you ready for Confessions 2?
And I guess she's getting ready to promote a bunch of stuff because she was on stage at Coachella with Sabrina Carpenter, too. So Madonna's making a little comeback.
Jeopardy. We played a game of Jeopardy on the show yesterday, and it was we played a full game of Jeopardy, and it was actually way more fun than we thought it would be. Finally, Jamie Ding, who had won many games in a row, he was done yesterday. Here's a little clip of Jamie Ding.
How much do you want to risk on plays and playwrights?
7,600.
Okay, another true daily double. You'll have 15,200 if you're right. The title object of this Oscar Wilde play is both a fashionable accessory and a mark of femininity.
What is Lady Windermere's fan?
That is correct, yes. Taking you to 15,200. Fortune favors the bold, Greg. Select again.
Historic Alliance is 16.
Answer there. Back to back. It's the other daily double. Now, Greg, you have gone true daily double on both of the first 2 daily doubles in this game. How much do you want to risk on the third one?
Let's do 7,000.
This 55-nation group, launched in 2002, has its headquarters in Addis Ababa.
What's African Union?
African Union is correct, and it takes you to $22,200.
I didn't really hear the loss on there. That was the guy that won then?
No, he's the guy who won. So he beat out Jamie Ding, and Jamie Ding had 30-some games probably in a row that he had won.
Yeah.
But I know that the guy who hosts it, oh man, now I can't remember his name, but he's the one who has the record.
Ken Jennings.
Ken Jennings, very good.
Jennings. He has 70 games in a row that he won, which is wild.
Which is bonkers.
Bonkers,
Yes.
David.
Cuckoo bananas.
Cuckoo banana.
There's a ton of publicity for Devil Wears Prada 2 happening right now, and Anne Hathaway was on Good Morning America recently, and she got to work with Meryl Streep again, so here she is talking about working with her.
And she decided that she should kind of withdraw from the social aspect of making the film, so that way we would really spend time with Miranda. And on this one, what was so great was I finally got to work with Meryl Streep. You know, she was herself. The hang was impeccable. The vibes were great.
I'm excited for that movie. I do think I will see that. Also, I want to bring up the fact that Bailey has a cast iron skillet as earrings right now, and 2 eggs and a bacon.
Yeah.
If you're watching on our YouTube live, it's probably my favorite pair of earrings.
Those
I've
are
ever
adorable.
seen
I've never
you
seen
wear.
those before.
Are they heavy?
No,
Okay,
they're 3D printed.
They were made out of really,
I know, they're
real
cast iron.
Oh, my
I was
lobes.
like, God, those must be heavy on your ears.
Yes, you can watch us on YouTube, DRTV, and see the earrings.
It's becoming a new trend for celebrities to trademark themselves in the age of AI. First, Matthew McConaughey, and now Taylor Swift is doing it. She filed 2 sound trademarks for her voice. One is, hey, it's Taylor Swift. And the other is, hey, it's Taylor. She also filed a visual trademark of a photo of herself from the Eras tour. And I'll describe it and you'll picture it in your brain. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Her iridescent bodysuit with silver boots holding a pink guitar. I know exactly what that looks like. She's already dealt with her likeness being used in AI-generated images. So this trademark will be her effort to fight against that.
We've been talking a lot about the potential beef between Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney. They're co-stars on Euphoria, which, by the way, Jenny watched last week, or this, I guess, 2 days ago's episode.
Oh my gosh! If you haven't watched it, prepare yourself.
Yes,
there are some disturbing things in this episode.
Very much brace yourself. But one of the cast members from the show, Jessica Blair Herman, shut down a lot of the ongoing rumors about Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney. She said that everybody on the cast, really, they got along fine. They were all good. And she said, and I'm not just saying that, but then I guess she kind of like backtracked a little bit. And she said, to be fair, when I was there, Sydney Sweeney and Zendaya were not sharing scenes. The storylines are very separate. You're shooting on different days and stuff, because there were rumors that they avoid even being in scenes or have limited scenes together this season because of the beef that they have. So I guess we'll never know.
Okay, and that is The Dirt on 101.3 KDWB. Every Tuesday, we give you a chance to, if you need some help with something, you got to figure you're never alone. Whatever you're going through, there's somebody else who's gone through the same thing and can help you out. We call it group therapy. Let's get started right now on KDWB.
101.3 KDWB, The Dave Ryan Show.
Group therapy. I want to talk to Meredith about something that she wants to talk to Vaunt about. So let's put Meredith on the air here. Meredith, can you hear us okay?
Yeah. Hey, morning show crew.
Hello.
Hi, what up?
Hello.
So talk to you. You heard Vaunt talking about, tell me what your story is about engagement, proposal, that type of thing.
Yeah, I loved hearing all about Vaunt and his engagement.
Well, thank you.
I loved how you planned every single detail of your proposal and you just knew what Alyssa wanted. Mm-hmm. It made me want to tell you about how my boyfriend did it.
Hey, okay.
So a couple weekends ago, he decided to pop the question while we were spending the day in Stillwater.
Congratulations.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, Stillwater's fun.
But so we just had grabbed coffee and we were walking by the bridge, and he just leaned up against the bridge rail and pulled out the ring and proposed, and he just did it like that. He didn't even get down on one knee. I don't know. He
pulls out the ring and he's like, "Hey, will you marry me?" And he's not down. I bet he was nervous and forgot to get down on one knee.
That's the part though.
That is, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he said it was the perfect moment or something, but I do not agree, because he's wearing a Vikings hoodie. It was cold and I had a down vest on, and we weren't cute. My hair was chucked on the top of my head, if I'm going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
It just was not.
Well, what did you? And a fair question. What were you hoping for? Because you probably knew the proposal was coming. What were you hoping for?
I always told him I wanted to be somewhere that was meaningful to us, and also that he would have somebody taking pictures of us secretly, and so he would have to plan it out so we would both be cute, dressed up, and looking nice for the pictures. My ideal thing was dinner, and I would be dressed up and maybe swing by Lake Harriet and walk around the lake, and he would do it on the beach.
And he knew all this, you said?
Yes, he knew all this. So,
well, why did you ask him why he decided to do it that way?
Well, he just I don't know, he was being spur of the moment, I guess, but it did not work for me.
I wonder if in his mind he thought that was the most romantic way, spur of the moment, I feel the love for you right now and I want to surprise, because if you go to Lake Harriet and you go to dinner, you're going to be expecting it. You're going to be the whole time wondering is it? It's now? Oh, is it now? But you did not expect it on the Stillwater Lift Bridge. You were totally surprised. Maybe that's what he wanted. Do you want a do-over? Is that the question?
I do want a do-over.
I
do want to marry him.
Yeah. Is there such a thing as an engagement proposal do-over?
I've maybe heard of them, but I don't know. See, I think if you guys had this conversation about, I want this, I'm expecting this.
Right.
I'm glad that, he did propose, and I'm assuming you said yes, but at the same time, bro, you got to do what she wants, because I'm sure you've been thinking about this for forever.
Yes, I've been thinking I've been dreaming about this my whole life.
Well, then that's a bummer that it's not the way that you wanted it to be.
But is there any charm and magic in saying, you know what, Bryce, I'm going to assume his name is Bryce. I have no idea. Bryce, I want to do this over again. This time I want you to do it at a restaurant around Lake Harriet or then I think it sucks. But it's kind of like finding out what your birthday present is before you unwrap it.
Right.
There's no fun or magic or joy in that. I think that maybe, is it wrong for me to say, it's not about the proposal? It's wonderful and important, but it's about how much you love each other in the marriage. The proposal Vaughn's worked out because he planned it, and that was great. That was important.
Yeah, I waited to do it in Jersey because I knew that's what Alyssa wanted. But a lot of people were saying, oh, do it sooner. Do it in Minnesota. You don't have to wait. But I wanted to do what she wanted. But had I done it somewhere Alyssa wouldn't have wanted, no, I'm not giving you a redo. The moment's over.
Well, let us know what you think, and keep your radio on, and we'll see whether people think that a redo proposal is a thing or not, okay?
I would be shocked if it was, because I feel like that would be really hurtful
to be like,
towards the person, can you please redo this? And then how is he ever going to surprise her again? She's always going to probably be sitting there waiting.
Every time there's an occasion. Bunch of text messages about this. And basically, she didn't not like the proposal that he offered. And she wants a do-over. And so there are so many text messages. I'll start with this one. She sounds like a brat. What's wrong with people these days? They want the proposal and the engagement party and the wedding to be 100% perfect and aesthetically pleasing, and they're clearly focusing on the wrong thing. You're supposed to focus on the marriage part. Another one, this woman sounds like an ungrateful human, and it makes me mad. Be glad you got a proposal. Here's one. When my ex-husband, that is an ex, when he proposed, he randomly pulled the ring out during Jeopardy and handed it to me. I don't think that you need to make that little bit of an effort. I mean, it should be romantic.
Well, I was going to say, you just handed it to him.
Yeah.
You didn't say
Here you
anything
go.
romantic. I think there should be a little bit of some words exchange.
Yeah, but then other people are texting and saying, tell this girl to dump him. He didn't prioritize what she wanted. And then another text says, I would have said, no, girl, that's a lazy proposal. So, yeah, some people are like, wow, she should be grateful she's even engaged. But if he didn't listen to what she said she wanted, why is it just her fault to be upset?
Oh, right. Exactly. Let's go to Molly, who's got an opinion on the phone at 651-989-KDWB. Hi, Molly.
Hi. Can you hear me all right?
I hear you fine.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to share my opinion. I kind of had a similar situation where I had a whole dream proposal, and when my boyfriend proposed, it we were kind of drunk on a vacation, and it wasn't what I envisioned. And for so long, it really bothered me. And I had talked to a therapist about it, and she's like, well, it's okay to be a little disappointed and upset. And you had expectations. Yes, they weren't met, but we're married. We have a son now. And our wedding was so perfect. Well, yes, I feel a little annoyed that the proposal wasn't what I wanted. She's so valid to be upset about it, but it's I wouldn't break up with him. Or
was your wedding perfect because you planned it then?
I mean, yes, but what girl? I feel all the girls are involved in the wedding. Guys,
yeah,
are not involved in it.
I think guys are more involved now. I think the cliche used to be tell me what time to show up at the church and I'll be there. It's not that way so much anymore. Thank you. Let's go to Rachel. Rachel, she wants a proposal redo because he didn't put any effort into it. He was wearing a hoodie. She's wearing a down vest. They're leaning up against a bridge rail over in Stillwater. Didn't get down on one knee. And she said, yeah, because she loves him, wants to marry him, but she wants a proposal redo. What do you think?
I have a little bit of a hot take on it.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think that the proposal is for the man. As much as the woman's waiting for the proposal their entire life, a lot of men are waiting for it as well. So I think that the proposal is for the man, and then the wedding is more so for the woman.
Okay, interesting. The proposal's for the man, the wedding's for the woman. So the guy gets the guy gets 10 minutes, and then the woman gets the entire day. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, Rachel. That is kind of a hot take. We got text messages too.
Yeah, so some people say don't redo it. Be grateful you get to marry the person you love and that he felt it in the moment to propose. A lot of people are saying that she's a snot or that she's stuck up and that she should just be happy that someone wants to marry her.
I know someone said her marriage is going to fail. It's all about her. All right, that's a bold statement. I mean, I think you can have some desires out of a proposal and not be fully selfish.
Right. I see what she's coming from, because imagine if it happened to you, and a lot of people are texting in oh yeah, he just threw the ring at me. It hit me in the eye, and we've been married for 70 years. Well, great. I'm glad that worked out for you. But if you tell your boyfriend or whatever, like, this is what I want, and then you don't get what you want, you're going to be disappointed. And I think it's okay to be disappointed.
It's okay to be disappointed, but do you get a redo? Like, do you get to make it up, you know?
Right.
And like I said, I just don't think I would.
Let's talk to Carolina on the phone on KDWB. Carolina, what do you want to say?
So I guess I'm the boomer in this situation, but I feel like she should just suck it up. You know, there's not a lot of surprises in life. There's not a lot of chances for romance hardly anymore. And why do these girls have to plan everything out? Why can't they just let life happen? And if I were the guy and she told me this is exactly how I wanted it, I'd say, well, wait a minute. Where's the surprise and the romance and the whatever in that? Why can't we just let things happen organically and naturally anymore? So
it sure did happen organically and naturally because she totally was not expecting it.
Right.
But then the thing is kind of like I mentioned, like knowing what your birthday present is before you open it.
I'm with you on that. Why do these girls these days have to have everything so planned out?
You know why? Because I think it's on social media. I think that people see it all over social media and they're like, okay, well, look at this. This is so beautiful. Look what they did. And they had a horse and a carriage and a hot air balloon and a merry-go-round and a unicorn.
I mean, I think if it were me, I would at least want to know that I needed to look nice.
Yeah.
Like when Vaughn proposed to Alyssa, like she had her nails done. She was wearing like a really nice dress. She still was surprised by it. Well, because, you know, you had it all planned out and everything. Mm-hmm. But like if I was proposed to and it's foggy, like rainy, like spitty outside, my hair is nasty, disgusting, I'm not wearing makeup or something, and someone somewhere takes a photo of it, like, because, hey, maybe you planned out at least getting someone to take photos of your engagement, and I look like trash, I would never want to look at those photos because I would feel so self-conscious of the way I looked. So I think that's the part where I'm like, yeah, I would want to know at least, like, look nice. Because I don't know, I wouldn't even want to get proposed to if I felt ugly, even if there wasn't a camera there.
It'd be a surprise, though.
I know it would be a surprise, but it would be a fun one.
What's more important, it being a surprise or it being elegant and romantic?
I think both.
Okay.
I don't know.
It can be both, yeah.
It can be, but like I said, so many people were like, oh, why don't you just do it sooner? Because I wanted to wait till we did it in Jersey. So many people were like, just do it now. You have the ring. Because I had the ring for months. But I was like, no, I feel like it's selfish if I do it sooner because that's not what Alyssa has expressed to me that she wanted.
Okay, because you knew what she wanted.
Yeah.
All right, Lauren, you get the last word on group therapy. She wants to know, is she justified in asking for a proposal redo? Lauren, what do you think?
Yeah, I think this is just an indication of what she's supposed to expect for the marriage moving forward. She said exactly what she wanted, and he just did what he wanted to do anyway. And as far as I'm concerned, that's just what he's going to keep doing moving forward. It's just whatever he wants.
Period. Red flag. He'll do whatever he wants and not find out what she wants to do.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for all the opinions on group therapy. If you have something you need advice about, let us know. Send me an email to ryanshow@kdwb.com. We'll have more Demi Lovato tickets for you coming up a little after 8 o'clock. But right now, it is the Daily Bailey.
Hello. Today on the Daily Bailey.
Oh, boy.
What do you mean, oh boy?
Oh, boy.
What do you mean, oh boy?
I'm just excited. Oh, boy. I can't wait.
Oh, sure.
I don't feel like the delivery came out that way, but okay.
Anyway, so Anne Hathaway is on the cover of People Magazine's Most Beautiful issue. Coincidentally, she's in The Devil Wears Prada 2. Jenny was talking about how much she is excited to see that one. But because she's on the Most Beautiful issue, I'm asking you today, who do you think is the most beautiful? All right. Think about everyone that you think, mostly celebrities. Okay. We should know. Dave, don't say Susan. All right. Because that's
like you would say that anyway.
It wasn't going to. I know exactly what my answer is.
So think about who do you think is the most beautiful? So if it was like a Dave Ryan published most beautiful issue of People magazine, you can pick a boy and a girl if you want. You can pick whoever you want. I don't care. Who is on the cover of your most beautiful issue of your magazine that you've published, David?
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy?
I think it's Anya Taylor-Joy.
Okay.
She is in The Queen's Gambit. It goes back 3 years or something like that. And the movie is about chess, but the star of the movie is her face. because her face is so beautiful.
Mhm.
And so much of the movie is the camera is pointed at her face while she's looking at the chessboard. The star of that movie isn't even her. It's her face. And her face is so beautiful. I mean, she's got red hair. She's got astounding eyes.
Yeah, her eyes look like deer. Like they're huge.
Probably the most beautiful human I've ever seen.
Okay, so she would be your top most beautiful person. Do you have a boy who would be most beautiful on the issue?
Don Cheadle used to be right up there, but he's getting a little bit too old for me.
You do love Don Cheadle in a weird way.
He's too old for me now.
Okay.
So I'd have to think about that one.
All
I
right.
would say a young Kevin Costner.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I'll do
right.
that one.
Jenny, who would be on your cover of your magazine's most beautiful issue?
This is tough, but I think I would go Eva Mendes. I think that she's so
Ooh,
gorgeous.
Wow.
I love like her features. She just has like flawless everything, you know? I love her little birthmark on her cheek. Gives a little character, you know, along with it. But I try to think of men and I'm kind of like, I don't know, like maybe Austin Butler.
He's
Maybe?
beautiful. He's
I
pretty
don't
beautiful.
know. That's like the only one I can think of right now.
I like that your face is like, oh gosh.
Well, yeah, for men. Well, that's because I think women are beautiful. So,
Yeah.
and men are kind of like, yeah, they're nice to look at every once in a while. But
Sure.
a beautiful woman, you know, when a beautiful woman walks into a room, you like know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you kind of know with men too, because anytime we walk past Ben Lieber in the hall,
Oh, stop. Don't
when
get me
he's
started
here
on Ben
around
Lieber in the
KFAN, it's
hallway.
like, hey, Ben. Hey, he's so nice.
Yeah, put Ben Lieber on the most beautiful magazine font.
Yes.
If you had to put someone's face on the cover of your most beautiful issue of your magazine, whose face would you put on there?
I'm going to choose a specific era of a person.
Oh.
Like 2000s era Beyonce.
Okay.
Beyonce, she's still beautiful, but like 2000s era Beyonce, she is gorgeous. And like, you know, she has a couple of movies that she did in her career. She just looks stunning. Her hair, her face, just everything.
I do agree. I think she's still very beautiful,
She
but
is.
I do know the era you're talking about. Like when she did Crazy in Love.
Yes,
Yeah.
there we go. Like that era Beyonce.
Mhm.
And then Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Alyssa would probably leave me
All
for
right,
Michael B.
calm
Jordan.
down, hormones.
Yeah, Alyssa would definitely leave me for
It's like
Michael
a
B.
burst of estrogen just released, like a smoke bomb in the
Would you
studio.
call that estrogen the way that came out?
I love Michael B. Jordan. What a babe.
I think it should be illegal to look this good.
Truly, it should.
What about you, Bailey?
Yeah, I'm going to have a joint issue. Both Elvis Presley and Anne Margaret from Viva Las Vegas would be on my cover. Aren't those two just the most beautiful people you've ever seen in your life?
Young Elvis really was a beautiful human being.
Truly, and
I mean,
no one
seriously.
can match how good looking. I know I like Elvis. We've established this. But that dude was so hot, and no one is as hot as him ever.
How interesting is it that this guy who was like a pioneer and the king of rock and roll also happened to be incredibly beautiful
That's
to
what I'm
look at?
saying. That should not be allowed.
Yeah,
Exactly.
to have both of that. I mean,
Get
what if he
everything.
looked like me and he was that talented and sang like that?
Well, he wouldn't have
and
made
then
it.
and he looked like me, he wouldn't have made it.
Exactly.
I mean, really, it's amazing.
And Anne Margaret is just a gorgeous person, as in general. It's her birthday today. I think she's like, I don't know, 80 something. She's old.
She's got to be, yeah. She's 85 years old
85.
today. Yep.
Anyway, that, my friend, is the Daily Bailey, who would be on your cover of your most beautiful magazine issue.
Thank you,
Thank
Bailey.
you.
Are we going right into War of the Roses, Jenny, or what are we
We
doing here?
are,
We're getting right
yes.
into War of the Roses a little bit early. War of the Roses on KDWB. Now, remember, next hour after 8 o'clock, we are going to give away another pair of Demi Lovato tickets. We got a boatload of these to give away this week, including more floor tickets tomorrow morning. But hang on, after War of the Roses, we'll get 2 Demi Lovato tickets on KDWB.
You think we'd really offer you free flowers? In this economy, it's time for War of the Roses on KDWB.
Kind of a freaky kind of a War of the Roses today, you guys, because we're talking to somebody. I think her name's is it Maya?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Maya. Now, tell me what happened. You're dating a guy named Evan. You live together. What happened that freaked you the blank out just a couple of days ago? What happened?
So it was like last Saturday morning, like super early, like 2 a.m. And someone comes and starts banging on the front door, like pounding. And it startled the crap out of me. I woke up, like jumped out of my bed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, call the cops. What is happening?
Would you call the cops? Well, I would call the cops.
Yes.
I mean, I think I would.
At 2 a.m?
At 2 a.m? I mean, I guess I'd go see who it is, but it can't be good at 2 a.m. Okay, so go ahead.
No, yeah. So I'm like, let's call the cops. And my boyfriend, Evan, is like, no, I'll just go see who it is. I'm like, okay, I guess. So he goes and he opens the door, and it's his ex-girlfriend, Sophie. Yeah. So apparently she had driven all the way up from Elkhart, Indiana, just to confront him.
Okay.
Confront him about what? What did she say?
Well, she was like, you are not abandoning me. We need to be together. You will not do this to me. And she just kept saying it over and over again. She wasn't screaming. She was just really firm and really loud in the way she was talking.
So she's on the front porch. And did you let her in the house?
No.
Okay. And so she's yelling at Evan, and you're what? I'm picturing you standing behind Evan, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
And so that went on for a minute. We both were said to her, you need to leave or we're going to call the cops. And so she eventually left. And I obviously am confused, what the hell is going on? So I'm asking Evan, what is this about? You said you haven't talked to her in a while, since they broke up, which was 6 months ago.
Okay.
And so I'm I don't know, I'm confused because he's basically saying that she's crazy. And I just feel guys usually say that when they're cheating, oh, she's crazy. Yeah, she's just like that, blah, blah. And it's just to kind of make you feel you're crazy. You know what I mean?
Because the guys will say that. They're why is she calling you? Because she's crazy. Mm-hmm. Why did she send you a birthday card? Because she's crazy.
It's an easy deflection, yeah.
Right.
But she drove from Elkhart, Indiana.
Yeah, how far is that?
7-8 hours away?
I was going to say, it's got to be at least that long to
So, driving nonstop. So she must have left at 6 o'clock to get there at 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, here's something else that's interesting. I don't know if you thought about this. How in the world did she know where you and Evan lived? Do you?
Exactly.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I guess it's one of those things where she could look it up. If you're a big enough, stalker, whatever, you could probably find out where Evan lives.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's easy to find people's addresses nowadays.
Okay, so she drives up. That's kind of crazy in itself. 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not saying that he's not guilty. What stuck out to me is you abandoned me.
Yeah.
Pregnant.
Oh.
Well, was she visibly pregnant?
No, she wasn't.
But if he's cheating on her.
Yeah. When's the last time that he could have seen her?
I think it I don't even, because he hasn't left, he hasn't gone anywhere. It would have to be 6 months ago, unless I went on a girls trip, so unless it was during that time.
Okay, but at 6 months, most women are showing. Mm-hmm. It kind of depends on, whatever.
Yeah.
But she doesn't. Okay, so we can maybe rule out the pregnancy thing. I'm just kind of checking things out here.
Yeah.
So you want to know, basically, is he lying to you and he's still in contact with her? Or he has told her, leave me alone, we're done, and she has not taken no for an answer?
I don't believe a lot of times when guys are saying a girl is crazy, but this specific situation makes me feel like he might be right. Because who's driving through the middle of the night to Minnesota to arrive at a door and bang on a door at 2 a.m? That is just wild.
I get what you're saying, because what is your goal once you get there? 8-hour drive to do what when you get there? But I feel like it's been 6 months since they broke up. 6 months is a decent period for him to be on the fence about whether he wants to go back or not.
There must have been something that, I'm going to say, in his defense, it might be that he started ignoring her texts. She's been texting, we need to get back together, you're mine, whatever. And so she's not getting an answer. Mm-hmm. So her answer is, I'm going to get an answer by going and knocking his door. All right, here's what we can do. We can call Evan and we can do the roses ploy like you hear us do every week. And then if he sends roses to anybody but you, that would be the wrong answer. Okay.
Exactly.
And if he sends roses to her, what is her name?
Her name's Sophie.
Okay, so if he says Sophie, busted.
Right.
Okay.
The only correct answer is Maya.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
All right, Maya, sit tight. We'll come back. We'll make the phone call in just a second, okay?
Okay, thank you guys.
Are they cheating? Let's find out. Part 2 of Ward the Roses starts right now on KDWB.
In case you missed the first part or you want a little review, so she's living with a guy, lives with her boyfriend, and the other morning, I think just this past weekend, Saturday morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, boom, 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 somebody's pounding on their front door. She's like, call the cops. He's like, no, I'll take care of it. It is his ex-girlfriend. They broke up 6 months ago. She lives in Elkhart, Indiana. Apparently drove all the way from Elkhart, Indiana, which we looked on Google Maps, and it's about 7 or 8 hours away.
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
Yeah.
So she arrives at 2 o'clock in the morning. She's like, you're not going to abandon me. You're not going to abandon me. They say, we're going to call the cops if you don't leave. So they left. So she left. So we're like, well, what's going on? And I thought first thing, well, maybe she's pregnant because abandon to me seems like you're abandoning me
in my time of need. Kind of thing. Yeah.
Another text says, if she feels confident enough to go to his door after 6 months, there is more going on. Another text says, if KDWB won, she's either pregnant or is actually crazy.
But Maya, the girl on the phone, says she didn't look pregnant.
So,
right. Yeah.
Right.
So there's that. Let's make the phone call and find out what's going on War of the Roses.
Thanks for doing that today with me, Evan. Like I said, it only takes a couple minutes. And now I do have a dozen roses to send out to whoever you want. We can get them out for delivery today. What I need from you, though, first is the name of who you want to send them to.
Okay, sure. Yeah, just Maya.
Okay, perfect.
Let me explain as things start to unravel here on this phone call. Evan, this is a test that you passed. Do you have any idea what we were testing you for?
I don't know. You asked me some random questions on the survey, but no, not really.
Well, we're really curious about your satisfaction with your cellular device. No, we're kidding. So let me explain. So my name's Dave, and I work over at KDWB. That's Jenny from KDWB Radio.
Hi.
And we're not taking a survey. We don't care whether you like your phone service or not. I mean, we do, but not really. But we're testing you, Evan, and you passed because we said, who do you want to send flowers to? And you said, Maya, that's your girlfriend. And that's the right answer.
Okay, good.
And particularly happy is Maya, who's listening right now to see who you would send the flowers to. Say hello, Maya.
Hello, Maya.
Okay. Do you have any idea why? Maya was curious whether or not there's really something going on with Sophie. We heard the whole story about Saturday morning. You know the stories. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Have you heard from her since? I mean, she pounded on your door on Saturday morning, and then you said, leave or I'll call the cops. Have you heard from her since?
Fortunately, no, I have not.
Well, that's good.
I mean, it's good, but it's a little bit frightening. You know, it's like, is she going to resurface?
Oh, yeah. No, it was totally freaky. Like, it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, she's always just been crazy, but...
Okay, I don't love when guys say that about girls. However, this specific situation is a little extreme. Has she done anything else that, like, makes you concerned she'd do something like this again?
I mean, I don't know. It was pretty extreme. Like, she lives, super far away. So, like, to take the time to just, do something crazy like that, like, I don't know. Like, she's completely unhinged. But, I mean, I really don't know what to say. Like, as far as I know, will I hear from her again? Sure, I hope not. But can I say that for sure? Jeez.
When you dated her, did she ever, you wouldn't date somebody who's crazy. But did she ever do anything? It was like, okay, wait a second, that's a little extreme.
Nothing like this, but like, I don't know. One thing I remember is like we were just hanging out, and like I was on my phone, and I was just on Instagram, and she snatched it from me, and like freaked out, and like deleted like every girl I had on Instagram, like just friends from high school or. Just, even like celebrities I follow, like she just like,
So she didn't even know who these people were. She just started.
No, not at all. Like I never cheated on her or anything like that. Like, and, never gave her a reason to like, behave like that. But no, like that was like one of the things like, was a signal, sign that, maybe, I was not.
See, I wouldn't think that's, I don't know. Is that crazy? I mean, is that crazy to do something like that?
If he wasn't doing anything to provoke that, then yeah, it's a little bit out there.
When's the last time that you had any contact with her? Because we're sitting here thinking, Evan, and we believe you. Because something must have set her off to say, I'm going to get in the car and drive all the way from Indiana to come up to pound on your door.
Gosh, honestly, it's just like ever since we broke up, like every once in a while she sends me like these messages. So the last time like she sent me something and all I said back was like, don't talk to me anymore. Like I have a girlfriend, like it's not appropriate. At that point, like I blocked her on like any social media or anything. Like I still had her on, and like, so like, I guess this was her way of contacting me. I don't know, but yeah, it was scary, and like, I'm sorry about it. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of those things where you might want to call the cops if she really does show up again, because anybody who shows up at 2:00 in the morning, that's frightening.
Yeah.
Restraining order.
How do you feel about it, Maya?
I mean, after hearing you, like, I don't know, admit to, like, her texting you and stuff, I feel a little bit better in the sense that, like, I could not imagine that she didn't get some sort of new information or, like, you know what I mean? Like, how did she not, like, why? Like, because to me, it's so confusing why she would just come up randomly. Like, I feel like there had to be something. Maybe she didn't know before that you were dating me, and then she found out, and that's what drove her to it. It just, I feel like slightly better. I just, like, I don't know. She freaks me out if that's how crazy she's going to be. Like, I feel like she's going to come back again.
Well, I think that maybe when she saw you at the door, maybe that finally did send the message like, yeah, I can beg all I want to, but he's not going to take me back. Mm-hmm. They live together now.
I still just feel like an 8-hour drive, though. Like, you had some other plan. Hopefully you spooked her. That way she don't come back. But 8-hour drive, there was some type of motive.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of freaky.
It is absolutely kind of freaky. And that is going to wrap up War of the Roses for today. Thanks for all the comments. Somebody said he's a good sport. I feel like a lot of guys, even those who pass on War of the Roses, seem to get feisty when they're tested. Mm-hmm. But he was like very chill about the whole thing. How long did he date the crazy girl? We never got to that.
Yeah,
we really don't know.
Number one. The Twin Cities number one hit music station. On your smart device. 101.3 KDWB.
Finally getting a break from that rain. We'll see a mixture of sun and clouds today. High of 57. Tomorrow it's going to be partly sunny. A high of 59.
This report is sponsored by Pilgrim Dry Cleaners.
Life gets so busy, but take one thing off your to-do list with Pilgrim Dry Cleaners. They will pick up right at your home or your office, and they'll deliver it when it's done. For generations, everybody's trusted Pilgrim for expert garment care, including me. PilgrimDryCleaners.com.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's loan.
Dave's 20-something original bangs from 13 original colonies. He courted them, kissed them, and now we'll name them one by one, including some he impregnated. There was Christy, April, Kathy, and Candy. She burned down a daycare. Joan and Cricket, yes, her name is Cricket. Debbie and another Debbie. Julie, yes, that Julie, but there was also another Julie. Kim and Kelly, another Kathy, was a hooker in Vegas. Linda, Mary, Vicky had a mohawk. Melanie, Melissa, Stephanie, Nancy sold ashtrays at state fairs. Tammy cheated on him with an Air Force cadet and a woman. Vanessa smelled bad, and we can't forget Patty.
insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey, everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
This hour brought to you by Top Dog Law. Call them for any accident, big or small. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
You've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
At Shane Company, we've been engagement ring experts for almost 100 years. We have the largest selection of diamonds and gemstones in stock. You don't have to wait to compare them side by side. Find the one that speaks to you at shaneco.com or in store. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Snoop Dogg is lighting up the Treasure Island Amphitheater on Saturday, September 5th. From music to television, the entertainment mogul has raised the bar with smash hits like Gin and Juice and Drop It Like It's Hot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Get your tickets at TICasino.com.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have construction delays. 94 westbound from Carmichael to the Hudson Bridge. 94 slow westbound Highway 61 to Highway 52. Heavy westbound Highway 280 to 394. Eastbound 94 delays from Highway 101 to Maple Grove and tight eastbound from Plymouth to 394. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Gens Ryan Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. What's it cost to replace your furnace or AC? Gens Ryan will tell you and pay you $50 just for getting a quote. It's that simple. Book today at gensryan.com.
I love those guys.
Will Ferrell's Big Money Players and iHeart Podcast presents Soccer Moms.
So I'm Leanne. Yeah. This is my best friend Janet. Hey. And we have been joined at the hip since high school.
Absolutely.
A redacted amount of years later, we're still joined at the hip.
Just a little bit bigger hips.
This is a podcast. We're recording it as we tailgate our youth soccer games in the back of my Honda Odyssey.
With all the snacks and drinks.
Search Soccer Moms on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network, and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
Bailey. She dressed up as Ms. Frizzle as a kid once and hasn't taken it off since. 101.3 KDWB.
Ha let's do this. Big show, Target Center, coming up on Saturday night. I might be camping in the RV on Saturday night because Carson's in town and we don't want to jet off to the campground while Carson's here and he doesn't really want to go camping with mom and dad. I mean, how lame is that? So you'll be at the show. I'll be camping. What are you doing Saturday night, Jenny?
What am I doing? I have a girlfriend coming to visit from Seattle this weekend because she's got a work thing, but I think she leaves Saturday.
Okay.
So I don't know, but it's the Derby on Saturday, the Kentucky Derby. So I have a bunch of friends doing things for the Derby.
Is that already?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. On May 2nd. All right. Bailey, what are you doing?
I'm going to my friend Jackie's baby shower. She's having a baby, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay, well, that sounds cool.
You love Jackie.
So. I love Jackie.
Wait, I'm confused. You are going camping or you're not?
Probably go camping.
But Carson's not going to come or he is?
He's going to leave on Friday or Saturday and go back to LA because he's got another tour that he's got to go out on. So, what about you? You're going to go see Demi Lovato. What you got to do, though, before you call, because I know you want to call as soon as you hear me say it, you're going to listen to Bailey tell a detailed story. It's kind of a fun, dumb story. Listen for the details. Don't call yet, because if you're calling, you'll miss a detail. I'll give you plenty of time at the end of the story to call and answer one question about her story. Here it is.
It's a rainy day here in beautiful Shakopee, Minnesota. You can't wait to put on your yellow rain jacket and purple galoshes and get out there to jump in some puddles. On your way out the door, your dog, Sandy, barks 3 times. Well, I guess you can bring her along. You grab her leash, 2 poop bags, and a duck umbrella and head outside. It's a nice spring rain, 55 degrees, nothing you can't handle, until crash, bang, the sound of thunder, and you see a lightning strike. The Tesla zooms past you, kicking up a puddle. Oh, man. You head back home and make sure to dry off the dog as best you can before letting her inside. Thank God you had these old towels in the garage. Before getting in yourself, you turn and see a beautiful rainbow and the sun peeking through the clouds. Spring truly has sprung.
Very nice. Okay, so you heard all these little tiny details in there. If you caught most of them, you're probably good to go. Call now, 651-989-KDWB, and we'll ask you one question about the story.
You want a practice question, Dave?
Let's hear
Okay,
it.
your practice question is what drove past you?
Oh, a Tesla.
It was a Tesla.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm not asking you any more questions because you ruined one of my questions I had set up the last
I think I caught every single one of the details.
Okay, good.
I think so.
I think.
All right. If you think you can do it, now is the time to call. I know there's a little bit of a delay on the iHeartRadio app, so we'll give you a chance to call in at 651-989-KDWB. You should have that number in one of your favorites on your phone.
Yeah, speed dial, baby.
So
does speed dial still exist?
I don't know if they call it speed dial, but in your iPhone, which you do not have, is your favorites.
I do
your
have
starred
a favorites.
favorites.
Yeah. Can I tell you, my grandma starts answering the phone now with "How can I help you?" instead of "Hello."
Why?
She said that it really staves off telemarketers. So I called her the other day for her birthday, and she said, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Grandma. It's Bailey."
Help you?
Grandma, it's Bailey. And she's like,
"Oh, it was you?"
No, she didn't know it was because she has got like a landline, so I don't think it says like Bailey's calling. But yeah, she goes like, "How can I help you?"
That's adorable.
She said it's great.
If you think you know the answer, then call. Or if you can do this, then call. The show is Saturday night. Vaughn is pounding through the phones right now. I think the problem is he's getting a lot of people who don't know how the game works because they didn't hear the story. I would do the same thing. I would hear tickets, free tickets, and I would call in before I knew how to play. But I think we have somebody on the phone named May. Hi, May.
Hi.
Are you ready to play the game?
Yep.
I believe in you. I have confidence. Here's your question.
All right, May. How many poop bags did you bring along with you on your walk?
2.
2 is correct.
Wow. Good job.
That dog's going to poop twice.
What's on the umbrella? She's got an umbrella. What kind of umbrella?
Duck.
Ducks on the umbrella.
Yes.
What color is the raincoat?
Yellow.
Yes.
What's the temperature outside?
55.
Yeah.
You listened in class, May.
She was good at reading in class for sure.
Good job,
Wow.
man. You're going to Target Center to see Demi Lovato Saturday night, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Nice job. Don't worry if you haven't won yet. People text and say, do you have more this week? Yeah. I think we'll have them all this week, including more floor tickets. So stay here to win them on KDWB.
The fall in love.
Coming up, a poll asked people to rank their current interest in going to various casual dining establishments, and they put it down into genders, men and women. Men have a favorite, and women have a favorite. Is your favorite in the top 10? We'll find out in a second. There's one restaurant, by the way, that everybody agrees is dope.
Oh, casual dining, so not fast food, but not fancy.
Exactly. You look kind of like your Applebee's or something like that.
All right.
We'll see if your favorite's in the top 10.
I guess. I said I got some in mind.
All right. There's one that everybody agrees on. Would you agree? We'll tell you next on KDWB. Take your time, just in your own words. Tell me why you're on War of the Roses.
We both have an Apple Watch, right?
Their relationship is too close at this point, and I think he's using. One girl decides to sit on Adam's lap in the pool.
She came home, and I noticed scratching on her back.
I'll admit, I was wrong. What else can I say, girl? Can't you play my head and not my
I checked his phone. Sometimes you kind of get the urges to.
I was drunk, I was gone. That don't make it right, but promise there were no feelings involved.
He has this like blue, nice peacoat, but he comes home and I've been noticing these like long women's hairs stuck to it.
So she strips down, and while she's walking into the bathroom, I see something stuck to her. So I pull it off. I'm like, what the hell is this?
How long has this been going on?
You're f***ing Robert, I know it.
So my boyfriend was caught with second-degree burns from chocolate syrup that he was using to pleasure himself with.
We are rekindling our relationship.
He basically asked him out right in front of me. You know, like, we have to go out sometime.
My ex-boyfriend, he needed a place to live. You know, he can live in my snowmobile trailer.
It's my fault, but you gotta believe me when I say it only happened once.
What? I mean, this is crazy. Can we just have like a conversation like real people?
Are you schooling her?
You know what? Can you be a little bit more insecure? You know, this is easy.
She said, save your apologies. Baby, I just gotta know. How long has this been going?
It's been a long time coming, and I'm sorry.
You're a piece of work. You know, you're a piece of work. Because what?
I'm a piece of work?
Believe that this is an ex-girlfriend? Just delete that.
You've been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately.
You go hang out with your slut brigade every
Whoa, the slut brigade.
Okay, so then you're admitting it now. You're admitting it. Like, I caught you before and you were lying, and now you're admitting it.
And you're sending her roses instead of me?
She said, boy, tell me honestly, was it real or just for show?
She lied and said that her birth control didn't work, so she was already pregnant. So then they had sex without any protection. That's how she got pregnant.
Ooh, that's a dirty trick.
So she tricked him.
I'm sorry, is there any truth to this?
How long has this been going on? You've been creeping around on me.
Your husband put us up to this. Maybe you owe him an explanation.
Yep.
Trick a woman into saying things?
But we trick men too, to be fair.
We
We're
trick
equal
men most of the
opportunity.
time.
Listen, I had to have sex. Like, listen, I had to save my job.
I've heard guys squirm on War of the Roses before. You are not even able to complete a full sentence.
You know, I even my psychic had told me that we're soulmates and that, you know, we would have a family. And I just know that this is the right guy.
Okay, well, you realize that sounds pretty psycho.
I've been feeling it lately, baby.
494 westbound from Portland to France, 694 slow westbound Highway 120 to Highway 61, heavy from Silver Lake to East River, 394 stop and go eastbound Highway 100 to 94, crosstown delays eastbound from 169 to 100. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Gens Ryan Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. Before your system breaks down this spring, get ahead of it. Gens Ryan is giving you $50 just to get a quote on a new furnace and AC. Know your options. Get paid to find out.
Yeah, I love those guys.
101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff up. 2, 3, 4.
Casual dining. Delicious, familiar, somewhat affordable, and let's dive in. So a poll asked people to rank their current interest in going to various casual dining establishments like your IHOP and your Applebee's, Chili's, things like that. And it's how much they like the menu items while considering prices, value, overall experience. And so here are the top 10 for casual dining.
All right.
Count them down from number 10.
All right.
Number 10, Red Lobster.
Okay. Never been.
You've never been to Red Lobster?
Never once.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was our family fancy dress up, put on a tie, David
dang.
restaurant when I was a kid.
Yeah, never been.
Yeah, because
I'd love to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Red Lobster was fancy back then. It's much more casual now. Buffalo Wild Wings coming in at number 9, cracking the top 10 at number 8, Cracker Barrel.
Oh,
so
yes.
good.
Love me some Cracker Barrel. The country gravy, come on.
Number 7, the first steakhouse on the list, Outback Steakhouse.
Couldn't tell you the last time I've been to an Outback.
Love Outback. Number 6, the Cheesecake Factory. Coming in at number 5, IHOP.
Interesting. I'm shocked.
I go to IHOP not for the burgers or anything after breakfast, but solely for the breakfast.
Yeah, only that. Only the pancakes.
Number 4, home of the Southwestern Egg Roll. Chili's is at number 4. Number 3, Riblets home, Applebee's.
Yum.
Number 2, Texas Roadhouse. Does anybody want to guess what the number 1 is? It is obviously glaringly missing from the list.
Rainforest Cafe.
No.
What was number 10?
Number 10 was Red Lobster.
Buffalo Wild Wings?
That was
That's
number
number
9.
I think it is Olive Garden.
Yeah, it's Olive Garden. Yeah, very
good job, Bob.
Thank you.
Both men and women have the same top 3. Olive Garden at 1, Texas Roadhouse, and then Applebee's. As for the big differences, men have Chili's ranked higher, and Buffalo Wild Wings is their 8th favorite. I don't know that women, they don't have Buffalo Wild Wings in their top 10.
Interesting, because that's probably my number 1. That's like
Really?
the only casual dining place that like me and my mom go to.
Okay.
And everywhere else that I ever eat is not like a chain, really. Like it may have like a couple locations, but not to this extent.
Not a national.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Broken down by age, everybody has Olive Garden in the top spot except Gen Zs, who have Chili's at number 1. Gen Zs and millennials also go for Wingstop more than older generations. Carson likes Wingstop.
I've never been.
I think it's okay.
Yeah. I
it's
do
okay.
think it is Gen Z because my kind of like fake niece loves Wingstop, but she's 19, so it makes sense, I guess. It seems Gen Z to me.
Sure, okay.
I think Chili's was made popular for Gen Z because of social media, because people would post about going and celebrating their birthday there, like celebrating their 21st there.
And getting the
stuff.
triple dipper.
Yeah, like doing all the fun
Really?
things.
Yeah.
And then they sing to you and you have your drinks.
It's like a bit.
Yeah.
Like they'll do it as a bit. They'll be like, going to Chili's for my birthday. Yuck, yuck.
I remember I was in college and I went to Applebee's with some friends, like late night or whatever, for drinks. And I said to the woman, I was like, ma'am, this margarita is a little like watered down. And she looked at me and she goes, well, sir, this isn't Applebee's. I'm over here looking for like a top shelf drink.
I used to go to Applebee's all the time in high school because after 9 p.m. they had half off apps. I'm not sure if they still do, but the cheese and queso was the cheapest half off app. So I was so poor, so I would always get that one.
I think it's before 9. I think they do it like between like 3 and 6 and then back from 9 to whatever time.
Oh, dang. Nice.
We used to go to Outback when they had one in Eden Prairie, kind of by the Home Depot by 494. Now I think it's a bicycle shop or something like that.
What a
And they
switch.
closed it down. So, it's
Bummer.
kind of sad.
Can't remember last time I went to Outback or Texas Roadhouse. Can't remember.
Same.
Okay.
I found the same list for you with fast food places instead of like casual dining. You want to go 10 to 1?
Sure.
Number 10, and these are the top 10 fast food places men like best and the 10 women prefer. Number 10 is Arby's. Number 9 is Dairy Queen. Number 8 is Domino's. Number 7 is KFC. Number 6 is Subway. Blech. Number 5 is Taco Bell. Number 4, Wendy's. Number 4 is Burger King. Number 3 is Wendy's. Number 2 is Chick-fil-A. And can we all guess number 1?
McDonald's.
It's McDonald's,
Yeah,
yes.
that makes sense. Makes sense.
They broke that down by gender. Both ranked McDonald's at number 1, but men had Burger King up a couple of spots at number 2. Men also had Popeyes in their top 10 and had higher opinions of KFC, Domino's, and Arby's. Domino's is good. I like Pizza Hut a little bit better than Domino's, but Domino's is definitely
Domino's is actually really good. I'll tell you, the one burger that's an underappreciated fast food burger is the Whopper. It really is good, but when's the last time you went to a Burger King?
I don't even know where there is one.
There's one in Chanhassen, and every time I go by, there's nobody there.
There's one in St. Louis Park, right off of... It's not far from here at all.
Yeah,
it's by Menards.
And in the Quarry, too, by Target.
Good to know. All right.
Yeah.
That is You Can't Make This Stuff Up, brought to you by the Leo Agency. ChooseLeo.com. Got a lot of dirt to cover, including a celebrity who has trademarked their voice so nobody can steal it with AI. And we'll talk about that coming up in a second on KDWB. Also, I did a deep dive into the top dog law voice actor. Who is this guy? Tell you all about him coming up in a second. I found out who this guy is that does top dog law. Because we've been listening to these commercials for, like 6 months, 8 months, something like that.
Long time.
And they stand out. People comment on them all the time. So this is somebody, I think they're from the Washington Post, and she did an article on who this guy is. Here she is.
There are these commercials on the radio, and every time I hear them, I turn it up.
Man, I can't walk, man. I don't give about that mile or 2 mil. I'm gonna walk again. Accidents are real.
These are commercials for the personal injury law firm Top Dog Law, but they're not like regular lawyer commercials. They're more like operatic sagas. They air all over the country, and a lot of people online have noticed them.
We get more emails and texts about this commercial that plays on our station than anything else that happens.
Can you tell me what happened? No, I can't tell you what happened right now. Why? Because you don't need to know that right now.
So I wanted to find out, who is the voice behind these commercials and how does he make them? His name is Terrell Lucky John, and he's been doing this for years. Terrell told me that when he sits down to record these commercials, he picks an instrumental track, thinks about it for a few minutes, and the words just come to him. He is improvising these commercials on the spot.
If you ever get into an accident, you want to call the dog. Let the dog go chase. Let the dog go bite.
Now, some people love these commercials, some people hate them, but either way, Terrell is doing what he wants, which is getting you to remember them. If you want to learn more, head to WashingtonPost.com and check out my story on Terrell and his voiceover work.
Wow.
I wish I had her name because she does such a great job on this one. But if you just search who's the voice on the top dog law commercials, it's one of the first things that pops up on, I want to say TikTok. So check it out.
Wow.
Nationwide Pet Insurance listed a bunch of funny names for animals. So I'm going to say some of the best, and I want you guys to try to guess what kind of animal this is as a pet, okay?
Okay.
First one is Howl Capone.
That's a dog.
Yes,
Howl
it is.
Capone, yeah.
Good job. Next one is Sergeant Major Booblesnoot.
That is a cat, 100%.
That is a rabbit.
Oh.
Another one is Orange Julius Caesar Salad.
That's a cat.
That is a cat.
It's an orange candy.
cat, yeah.
Yes, good job. Quilly Nelson.
That's a porcupine.
Close.
Beaver?
Those little pokey things.
Hedgehog.
Yes.
Hedgehog,
Hey,
yeah.
Hedgehog. Good job. Munchie McPurry Toes.
That's a cat.
A cat.
Yep.
Munchie.
Baby Shark.
It's a
A
fish.
fish.
Goldfish.
Dog for that one.
Poor name.
Brave Little Toaster.
That's a cat.
That's correct.
That sounds like a cat name.
Let's see if I've missed any of the good ones. Aries Amethyst World Eater.
Like, why? Just why?
A snake?
That's a dog.
Dog. World Eater.
What are you calling that? Like Aries? You're just calling it Aries.
Right.
Obviously, it's
So
a
just
full
name
name.
it Aries.
But yeah, people, you go ahead. You go ahead and name them. Let's see if there's one more.
No, don't encourage them. Stop naming your
Miso
dogs this.
Tuna Canopoulos the first.
That's a cat.
Yes.
Yes. Tuna. The name
Yep,
Tuna is
gave
in
it
there.
away. Yep.
Miso is also a very cat name. People Magazine does not circulate rumors, and they're out here confirming that Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz are engaged, that they have shared their new relationship status with a small circle of friends. But Zoe has been shy about flaunting her huge diamond ring. We've seen pictures of it taken by paparazzi. It is ginormous. They have not officially announced the engagement for one possible reason that she is invited to Taylor Swift's wedding the first weekend in July. So Zoe will attend solo if she goes. Harry is not her plus one, probably because Taylor and Harry dated as teenagers for 3 months and had a public and dramatic breakup, even though how dramatic can it be when it's only 3 months?
I have a question about that because One Direction started when? When did they start?
2010?
2010 or something.
Okay, so Taylor Swift was big in I feel like 2006 she started. Almost.
Well,
she
maybe
was
she
16.
Started. Well, it just says they dated as teenagers. I don't know who's writing.
Well, I'm
this.
just curious because was Harry Styles a name before One Direction?
No.
How would he have dated Taylor Swift?
Have you seen his X Factor audition? There's no way he was famous.
It says they dated in 2013.
Okay.
And
she would have been 23 or 24 at that point.
Yeah, he's 32 now. I would have been 22 in 2013, so he would have been
not
20.
Teenage years. Sorry, I was just doing the math since the last time you talked about that story, and I was like, how would they have known each other as teenagers?
Yeah, honestly, too, this is maybe a me thing, but I thought Zoe Kravitz was much older than she is. She's only 37, and he's 32. I thought she was in her 40s. I guess I'm an awful person. She just looks older.
She was actually in her early 30s.
Oh, really? Dang. Woo.
Trigger warning, kind of. If you haven't seen the new episode of Euphoria this week, it's not bad or anything. Somebody just gets beat up.
I had to cover my eyes.
No, it is.
He just gets beat up, and it gets a little.
He doesn't just get beat up.
Well,
There's
don't spoil
more to it.
Don't spoil it. But
don't be out here saying it's not that bad. It is.
Okay. There's a cast member from Euphoria.
This is the garden hose nozzle.
Go ahead. Yep, it is.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. There's a woman from Euphoria, Jessica Blair Herman, who shut down rumors about Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney's ongoing feud. There have been rumors about why they've been beefing. Some people say it has to do with money and the fact that Sydney Sweeney's fame shot up 10 times in the time that that Zendaya's did. And apparently the woman says they really did. Everybody got along on set perfectly fine. It was a good cast. But then she also said that, they weren't sharing scenes, Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney, whenever she was on a couple of episodes. Their storylines are very separate. you're shooting on different days and stuff. So there's no clarification on whether or not they still have beef.
In the defense of the show, though, those two weren't really like friends on the show in previous seasons. So
yeah, but they've had a couple scenes where they interact.
I know, but like now we follow all these different storylines, and it's after high school, so they're not really all in the same town. They're all living different lives and stuff. So it would make sense that they wouldn't have a ton of scenes together. But I'm still here for the drama. I think that they don't like each other.
Okay. Jenny does love the drama. It's a new trend for celebrities to trademark themselves in the age of AI. First, it was Matthew McConaughey, and now Taylor Swift is doing it. She's filed 2 sound trademarks of her voice. One is, hey, it's Taylor Swift, and the other was, hey, it's Taylor. She also filed a visual trademark of a photo of herself on the Eras Tour. She's already dealt with her likeness being used in AI-generated images, including pornographic images. So this trademark will be her effort to fight against that. The, quote, trademark yourself approach has not been tested in court yet in the age of AI, but McConaughey was granted 8 trademarks last year for all right, and some other stuff. So Taylor's probably will be too. I think we're so early in the game with AI that we just don't know yet what all it can bring. I mean, there are AI bands. There are AI radio DJs.
Yeah.
There's AI music. And, oh, God, the worst, AI stuff on Instagram and social media.
Yeah.
And then your friend will send it to you and say, look at this. This cat knows calculus. Look, he's holding a pen.
You're like, that's not real.
And it's usually from somebody who doesn't quite understand what AI is all about. And they're, look at this, Brad Pitt. He's on the moon. I never knew he was an astronaut. Look at that. It's like, Grandma.
Yeah, no.
That's AI.
That's not real.
It looks like Brad Pitt.
I'm getting so kind of like bent out of shape about AI too. Like when I see it on my feed, I'll just be like, oh gosh, not another thing. I'm just getting sick of it.
Totally true.
I don't want to see it anymore. Especially like Vaughn and I always talk about like the advertisements that people will have like a flyer for their event and it's so clearly AI. We're like, ugh,
yeah.
God.
You can say like make a flyer and they all look the same. And it's getting so bad because I went to Walmart a couple of weeks ago and you can tell it was an AI poster. Yep. I'm like, this is Walmart.
They have a look.
Money.
Yeah. They have a look to them. Yeah, for sure.
What the heck?
So Megan Thee Stallion, she revealed yesterday that she's going to be leaving the Broadway production she's been doing of Moulin Rouge a couple weeks early. She posted on Instagram saying that her last performance is going to be May 1st. And to all the hotties that showed up or plan to attend, thank you for supporting me during this incredible journey. So this Friday is going to be her final show. It should have ran through Sunday, May 17th. The decision maybe was influenced by her recent breakup with Klay Thompson. I know, same. But also like she has missed a few performances this month alone due to exhaustion and dehydration. So I think, she didn't necessarily know. She performs at concerts for hours at a time, but Broadway is like back to back to back to back.
Different beast, yeah. Someone finally ended Jamie Ding's reign on Jeopardy last night, and here is... Oh, he didn't.
How much do you want to risk on plays and playwrights?
7,600.
Okay, another true daily double. You'll have 15,200 if you're right. The title object of this Oscar Wilde play is both a fashionable accessory and a mark of femininity.
What is Lady Windermere's fan?
That is correct.
What?
Yes.
What?
15,200.
He's confident.
Fortune favors the bold, Greg. Select again.
Historic Alliance is 16.
Answer there. Back to back. It's the other daily double. Now, Greg, you have gone true daily double on both of the first 2 daily doubles in this game. How much do you want to risk on the third one?
Let's do 7,000.
This 55-nation group launched in 2002 has its headquarters in Addis Ababa.
What's African Union?
African Union is correct.
What? Oh, come on. I would have negative $17,000 up there, and they'd be like, okay, Dave, this is your middle name. What is poop my pants? I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Not it. Yeah, that guy's name is Greg, and he got all 3 daily doubles, risked everything on the first 2. Jamie Ding had 31 consecutive victories up until that point and more than $880,000 in winnings, and he confessed to feeling a little out of sorts last night.
Wasn't quite
that's
himself.
Probably why he lost.
Yesterday, I started watching Funny AF on Netflix. It's a stand-up comedy competition show hosted by Kevin Hart. It's comedians, like low-key comedians from all over the country. I think they do one episode in New York, LA, Chicago, and they compete and they make it into the top 10. And it's actually really good. I like it because it's very It's not one long thing. You watch each comedian do like a not even 5-minute set. It's very good. And then there's other comedians on it. Chelsea Handler, Keegan-Michael Key. And then Dave, somebody just texted, have you guys checked out the new movie Apex on Netflix with Charlize Theron?
Saw it on Saturday night. Yeah, really good. And a little bit better than you would expect a Netflix movie to be. Not great. If you saw it at the theater, you'd be like, that was okay. But on Netflix, you're like, oh, that was really good.
For
Apex.
Netflix,
Yep.
wow.
Saw Project Hail Mary last night, and there's a very unusual scene, and it's not a spoiler, but one of the scientists goes into a bar and sings this song karaoke.
But you ain't really good. Oh, we've never learned, we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullet? The bullet. Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the time. We gotta get away.
Little non-congruent, I think, with the movie, because it makes you go, why is she singing this?
Mhm.
And because she's a real stick in the mud,
Mhm.
and she's kind of like the driver of the whole thing. And then she goes in and sings this movie. So sings this song? How did it come about? Her name is Sarah Huller, and she is the project head. And basically, she said she would do it if I'll only do it if I can sing the Harry Styles song.
Huh.
So it was her choice, which is kind of insane to think about because it lines up so perfectly with the point of the movie. Does it? It actually says, breaking through the atmosphere, for God's sake. I could not have chosen a better song. That's all, Sandra. She picked it, and thank God she did. Okay, well, there's a little bit of an explanation.
Wow.
I would say the movie is about an hour, probably a half an hour too long, but it's good.
If you like space and you like aliens, you'll like that movie. I loved it.
Okay.
That was great.
That is The Dirt on KDWB, and we'll be back in a second. We're going to do Talk Back Tuesday. What club did you used to hang out at when you were young? Was it Tropics? Was it Waterworks Beach Club? Was it Stargate? Let us know how old you are and what club you used to hang out at when you were younger and hanging out of the clubs. Did you go to Alligators? Was it Alligators or Gators up in Maple Grove?
Before
one
I
or the
lived
other. That
here,
was
so I don't know.
Yeah. I don't even know if the building's even still there. What club did you hang out at? And how old are you now? Because that'll kind of put it all in context. What about you, Jenny? You got one?
So I am 35 now, and I used to go to Spin on Thursday nights.
Spin.
When I was a freshman in college because it was 18 plus, and then I would go to Aqua as well because I think that was 18 plus, but not as much. Spin was like our spot as college freshmen. We would take the bus downtown in our little high heels and skirts, and it'd be negative 10 degrees out, but we could get in and have a good time. And so yeah, Spin.
Okay. What about you? Use the Talkback feature and let us know what club you used to hang out for Talkback Tuesday. It's the red microphone button on the iHeartRadio app, and leave a 30-second message. Let us know your age now and where you used to hang out. We'll play them back in a second.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa,